Let me welcome everybody to today's session. It's the 23rd of January 2025, and this is Immersive Companion AI Companion Design by the Electronic Village Online 2025. Today, we're going to look at how you can employ all the affordances of WondaVR in order to make your language classes more fascinating, more attractive. And the main presenters for today are going to be Georgia Maneta and Alkhayat. But before we begin, and as there are people coming in, I would like to share a link or a QR code, whichever is more convenient to you, so that you do a survey about our sessions so far on Frame VR. So it will only take you a couple of minutes. Please take your time to complete this survey. You'll be directed to Zoom and feedback form. Okay. Hello, Ila. Is that Ilya Kaz? Please let me know as soon as you're ready by typing in yes or ready, anything in the chat.
Helena, since you said that you might be having some difficulty recording since you're on the road, I am attempting to do a backup recording in case you need it.
Thank you.
And
Thanks so much,
I
Jen.
just started it now.
Wonderful. Thank you for being so thoughtful and so kind of you.
If we end up having to use this one, Helena introduced the class, and now we're doing a quick survey and then all the rest of the stuff.
Yes, that's right. And then Georgia is going to tell us about how we can log in, how we can create an account. She's going to show us around. She's prepared some lovely work before passing the floor over to Amany. So I'll let you know about the results of this form, of this feedback form.
We really appreciate all the work that everyone has done so far in experimenting with Frame and creating their own spaces and AI companions. It's been exciting to see.
And also all the work that they've uploaded on Canvas and the Padlet. I see every day there are more people also logging in to the English Garage and the Young Learners English frames. That's so exciting. Thank you so much for doing this. That's wonderful.
Lots of wonderful work and such a fun adventure, and we're so delighted to share it with and see such active participation.
We do, yes.
I'm also excited about this week, and it was fun. I have not used WondaVR since it was mostly a 360 image platform. And so I had to create a whole new account and start from scratch. And I really enjoyed exploring it. And I can't wait for our class today or our session today.
Brilliant. And Johnny says that he has created an account in Frame, but he's unable to save his avatar.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I think Johnny, you have to log into Ready Player Me while editing your avatar in Frame, and you've got to create an account with Ready Player Me too. So that's where your avatar will be saved.
Elena, I was thinking, how do we say that? I don't know how to say that in English, but maybe because he has his, he sees through his eyes, let's say through his avatar, that's why he can't see his
Oh, I
avatar.
see. First person view. It
Yeah,
depends
first,
on the video.
yeah,
It could be, but
first
it
person's point of view.
might also be that he hasn't saved the avatar he created on Ready Player Me. Johnny, what exactly do you mean? Would you like to give us some more details about the difficulty you're having with your avatar in Frame?
I changed the avatar as a human, but I could not find the saving button. And I created the environment. I chosen one environment, and I can see my avatar there, and I can move here and there. But I am unable to save it again. When I open it again it is getting just like a normal. Mhm.
So it's not a Ready Player Me avatar you have created, but
Yeah,
the second
again
option.
again it
that-
is visible as a bot. That is the problem with I don't know. I need some time to work on it by watching the previous videos, something like that.
Yes, you will find out in the previous videos how to create a
Yeah,
Ready Player Me avatar through Frame, but you
yes,
need to create an account for these avatars to be saved in your
yes,
let's say, bank of avatars every time.
yes.
Tilly, thanks for coming. And here's a feedback form you can try filling in. It's going to help us see how enjoyable the experience has been, how constructive. So do take a couple of minutes. It will not take you very long.
Jenny and really everyone in our session, if you're running into barriers and having difficulty in Frame or any of the other environments, and you would like a one-on-one session in Zoom to kind of to screen share and kind of work through what's going on, you can messenger us through Canva and let us know that you need a little one-on-one help. And we're happy to do that. One of our guest speakers or moderators will schedule a time at your convenience to meet with you. We have guest speakers and moderators from pretty much every time zone, so we can find a time that will work for you, and we're happy to help. Jenny, if you're in Seattle, you're very close to my time zone, and I would be happy to work with you. I have lots of relatives in the Seattle area. And
Thank you, Jen. Yeah, definitely. Next time.
I'm constantly coordinating with them on the Pacific coast. So.
Yeah, sure.
and I'd be delighted to work with you.
Thank you.
So we'll message each other through Canva and set something up.
Yes, of course. That is also possible. Yeah. Thank you. But may I ask, how can I give the feedback with this
Have you
code?
completed the
Not
free
yet.
account?
I don't know exactly how to capture it, this one. That is my problem.
Sorry, you can also use this link if you want. If you don't have a QR code reader, you can go to this link and just answer briefly. It doesn't have to be outlined, you know. Okay, how you all doing?
Yep.
Done?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Well then, let's pass the floor to Georgia. She would like to tell us and show us what she has created for her students. And she's got some amazing information about WondaVR, which is also user-friendly. Georgia, how do you like the use of WondaVR? What exactly have you created for us?
Okay, hi everyone. Before sharing my screen, I would like to answer Helena's question. I really liked WondaVR because it's a great combination of virtual environment and AI companion as well. So you can easily create a situation where one of your students can go and have a one-to-one chat with an AI companion based on the prompts that you will give. It has ready-made templates, and you can just choose the one that allows you to, that comes, you know, closer to what you want the environment to look like. And then you can also change the avatar using one from Ready Player Me and bring it closer to what you want to be. So I will share my screen. Okay, I have the sound as well. Okay. All right. So there is already a video that I have created showing to you how we create an account. You can either create an account. If we go here to login, well, it will log in immediately. You can create an account either by using your Gmail account or using an email or using, I think, Microsoft. The free version gives you one hub, one space, and in the space you can have 3 experiences. The experiences, let's say, are the actual rooms where your learners can go and interact with the AI companion. I had created an account with another Gmail account, so now I created a new one for the purposes of these sessions. So I have one space, as you can see, since I am on the free account. And this is my demo space. This is how it can be called. I can edit it and I can delete it. I can edit it means that I can rename it. So for example, EFL for fun, I don't know. So sample space, I can also change the description, and I can also add another poster image. So I click on it, and you can see here that I have one more experience left. I repeat that experience is a kind of world, a virtual world created in a space. Before showing to you how we create an experience, I won't show you this, I will show you this. I took a ready-made template about an AI job interview simulation. I can launch it immediately, which means that you can actually start interacting or edit. If I go to edit, it will immediately bring me to the environment of the virtual world. I could actually replace the logo with something I created on Microsoft Designer. And I can also change the avatar by using one of the avatars found already in WondaVR, or I can also import avatar from the Ready Player Me. Ready Player Me, as you have already understood, is really important in the VR world because it can, how do we say the word? It can be used really well, seamlessly used in most, if not all, virtual worlds. We have seen it in FrameVR, we are seeing it in WondaVR. It has also been used by me in Spatial.io. So if you have an account on Ready Player Me, it will definitely solve a lot of problems, let's say, for you. So I can edit the avatar here, and I can also edit the prompts, but I don't remember where to edit them here. So we'll go back and I'll take you to an easier way. The difference between the single player mode and the multiplayer mode, just for your own information, is that in multiplayer mode, it's the VR world is mostly used as a meeting place for you and your learners, or for you and your colleagues, let's say, at work. And everyone, while coming in, they can create their own avatar. So for now, I'll keep my mode in the single player mode. You can also add texts, you can also add videos, images, etc. So I won't go here. I'll go back. I'm sorry, there are so many. Okay. 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 So I'm going in again and show you an easy way to edit the ready-made avatar. I go here to launch, and it actually brings me to the ready-made environment with the ready-made AI companion. And this is for me, the most important thing. This is a job interview simulation. I have already written that this is an interview for a position with the Sunny School, and we want our students to be honest with us and share their ideas and ambitions for this project. I click on Start the Discussion. It tells me that I should click on the character to engage the discussion. If I don't do that, there is nothing here for me to help edit the AI companion. If I go here, it's annotate. So I just, and if I go here, I don't know why the settings wheel doesn't work now. There should be, see, there is this will bring you back to the place I showed you before. We click on the character and see that there is a
Hello,
chat.
welcome to the interview. I'm excited to learn about your studies in the English language. What inspired you to pursue this field?
So this is a very good environment for students to practice their English, for for various reasons, but what I like is that I can hold my mic and talk to her or type if I don't feel comfortable. When I tried to talk, despite the fact that I'm not native English, it would catch what I said really well and transcribed my sayings, and did not make any mistakes in showing what I wanted to say. So let's try this. Hello, I have a BA in English Language and Literature, and I have recently finished an MA in Literature in English. See?
That's fantastic. Your background in both language and literature must provide a rich perspective. How do you plan to incorporate that into your teaching, especially for young learners?
The serious limitation, before I show you how to edit the companion, the serious limitation to this is that in the free account, the questions and the questions actually stay only to 5 per discussion. So it stops there, and this is a bad thing. WondaVR is quite expensive for the time being, but it's a way to show how VR and AI work marvelously and seamlessly together to provide an amazing experience like this. So let's say that I do not, Sophia, to start with questions like that. So I go here to edit, really easy way to edit our AI character. And this is the avatar that's being used. I can change it, if you remember well, from the edit button, the settings button. So the system prompt says that this is an interview about an educator for EFL purposes. I can change it and make it an interview for, I don't know, an actress. I give her the role, which is the owner of a private language school, what she's doing, and I add the discussion steps. As soon as I finish, I can either test the avatar with the new things, let's say, I have provided her, or I can save it immediately. What I also like is the fact that you can choose the language, which means that, for example, here where it says multilingual, if I speak to her in Greek, she will speak to Greek to me, and she will speak in English as well. But if I change, let's say, only to English, she will keep on speaking only in English. Of course, we should not forget that we should advise her or him in another way, advise our AI companion not to use another language if we don't want our learners to resort to the easy solution of using their own language. And we can also use another voice, change the voice. So we want a man, a woman who is calm, or a woman who is soft, a woman who is emotional, or soft and clear, and then to a man or a kid. It depends then on what kind of avatar we have used for a specific experience, so that we can match it with the appropriate voice. So I'm saving here. And the other thing that I would like you to show for now, I'm moving here, is, and if there are questions, just please stop me. I'll try to answer them as much as possible. If I go here, oh, of course I can delete any experience I don't like. I can create a new experience. And this is the good thing. I have already a ready-made AI conflict resolution coach. I have the AI job interview simulation, the one I used. I have the AI language cafe. I have an AI soft skill simulation. I have an AI sandbox, and then we have a team space and the showroom and the brainstorm room, which are mainly for meeting purposes with your colleagues or your learners. And then we have a 360 virtual tour, which, for example, you could have a tour of London, and your students could go inside and move around the monuments and the history and the music of London. And this here, the AI sandbox, it's completely blank, and you can see there is an AI avatar which is not there. Actually, it needs you to impersonate it, and you can also upload the 360 environment that you want to upload. WondaVR platform offers fantastic videos on how to create a world of your own in this, using this template, the AI sandbox. I'll stop here sharing. I could go to the other, if you want me to show you how we created here a tour guide who speaks about London. What I would like to say, because WondaVR is a new platform, at least for me, and I had to study a lot before creating some environments, let's say, it is that it has amazing videos, step-by-step videos, and however, no matter how good the presentation and the showing of the platform is, you do need to have a better look yourselves and find out for yourselves what WondaVR offers to you. So it can offer you quizzes for the learners. It can offer you one-to-one with your learners. It can offer you a beautiful space for you to collaborate with your colleagues or your learners. It is up to you to find out and decide what to use WondaVR for. That's all from me. I don't know if there are any questions, Helena or Amany or Jennifer. Was I too fast? I'm not sure.
No, you were not too fast at all. Thank you very much for leading us into the basics and showing us the usefulness. I'm sure there are a lot of there are a lot more affordances than using AI companions. Amany will be giving us more details about this. Amany, I don't want to take.
Thank you, Georgia. You made my job easier. So, hi again, and I don't want to overwhelm you, so I'm going to talk just about how to create the avatar from scratch. And this is the website. So I just need to minimize this. And so
Amany,
WondaVR is, sorry?
we have a couple questions in the chat.
Oh,
Is it possible to make a copy of the dialogue that you have with the bot?
do you mean like chat logs?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
So it's possible to record chat logs. Then Tilly asks, are there limits on the number of students in a space?
I think you need to try, because I tried it with a few students and I didn't have problems. But I have no idea about the limits. Maybe Georgia can explain, but
I think it has to do with the credits, something that we said before. They are not really clear on on how many students. However, my idea is that if for example I have to speak with a chatbot, I won't be able to see student Amany who is inside as well, right? It's not like Frame VR where we can see each other. It's like we talk just to the chatbot.
But you can move. You can move and you can turn around.
Yes, but myself, I can't see anyone else in the single player mode.
Oh, in the single player, no.
No, but I don't know how many students can actually do it. Yes, they are individual, exactly. It's the multiplayer mode which allows you to talk.
Mm.
Yes. Beautiful Place still is for the multiplayer mode, and yeah, it's not clear. Amany, how many people? It's
No,
not
I have
clear
no
on that.
idea. They're not clear about this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Thank you.
So I'm gonna log in. I logged in already, and I actually had to remove it's like the space. And then, as Georgia said, you will see the demo space. So it's a one demo space. You can change the photo, you can change the name. And I have two spaces. I deleted the one because the maximum is 3 for free accounts. And so in order to create a new space, you just need to go here and create a new experience. Sorry. So this is a space, and these you only have up to 3 experiences. So I'm gonna go ahead and create it. So you can have options like ready-made avatars with their prompts. You can also have the AI sandbox. I'm not gonna choose any of these. I'm gonna choose any environment. So I'm gonna choose this one. And in order for me to create an avatar, I need to switch it. So if I go here, so this is the avatar. This is the scorecard quiz, but I'm gonna only go through the avatar because of time. So switch to single player to add a new AI character. And so I switched to single player, and then I need to go to the AI character and then choose it and then create it. So if you don't like any of these, so sometimes we talk about equity or something that's relevant to the students. And so if we are teaching students and we want an avatar that looks like them, so we can also go to Ready Player Me and then choose an avatar, or we can create our own. So I just chose one randomly, and then if I'm okay with everything, just for the time, you can play with outfits, um, hair, hair color, and so on. So you can do lots of things, and then if you are okay, you can copy the URL and then just go here, paste your avatar URL here, and it has to be GLB. I'm not sure, I mean, if they want us to do Ready Player Me, why they would do this, because I'm not sure, because even if your avatar, like, I'm not sure if you can actually bring an avatar from any website, because it has to be rigged, like they put a skeleton inside. So I'm not sure about this, but I mean, it has to be, probably it has to be dot ending with dot glb. So they're kind of maybe saying that don't choose this link and sorry, and choose this link. Okay, so this is the most important link that you should copy because it ends with dot glb. And then I'm gonna import the avatar. Okay, so it's here. And then I'm gonna click on it and wait a little bit. It might appear in front. Yeah, okay, so it's here. Okay. I make it bigger. So in any VR application, these things are called gizmos. And so the green is for, I think, the Y. So the green is up, red is left and right, and then the blue is usually forward, backward, and then the circle can be, or the circle can be for rotating. And these things, I think if you also apply upload avatars in frame, you would see also these things, which is scaling. So now I'm happy with my avatar, and I will call her Alexa. I don't know, I always call this name. And then edit AI prompt. So we need to create new prompts for this avatar. So sometimes this part can be tricky because we're gonna edit the AI avatar, and then what's happening? Yeah, so sometimes I forget, okay, so what should I do now? And so here is the thing. So you can hold to talk, but I mean, what should we talk about? I just want first to edit this avatar in terms of prompt. So it gives me a system prompt. So what would you like this avatar to talk about? Can you give me a description? Can you tell me like what type of avatar you want? An avatar that can explain something, a specific thing, for example, grammar. What kind of grammar? Because when we create an avatar, we need to think of the learning objectives or the learning outcomes. So the learning outcomes can be, for example, let's say that we're teaching a book, using a book like one of my favorite is Top Notch, that's Pearson. And Top Notch usually gives you ideas like everyday life, so it could be restaurant, talking about the movie. So can anyone suggest, or I should just go ahead and think of
Passive
some?
voice,
Sorry?
passive voice maybe.
Passive voice, very good.
Mhm.
So you are a second language, or although when I write the ESL, it understands a teacher who explains grammar rules. Yeah, I think I made a mistake. Grammar rules for ESL students level. Yeah, hold on. I'm not sure why. Grammar rules for ESL students. Explain passive voice in a fun.
Amany, please try adjusting your voice a little bit, perhaps your headset.
Your voice is echoing, or I don't know, Helena.
No,
You
it's,
and Georgia too. I don't know why. I'm not sure if it's my internet. Maybe
I
you
think
can
it's
try.
your internet, I think.
Yeah,
And
I think it's
yeah.
my internet.
sorry about that.
Okay, I am writing give examples to students to understand. Discussion starters. One, greet the student and ask them if they need any help. Ask, I'm not sure about this, but let's try. Ask questions to scaffold, because there are lots of attempts in AI to make chatbots scaffold learning with the examples. Okay, and then we can test it. So I think it carried the avatar link with us, multilingual, so it can speak different languages. We're gonna choose English. we can also choose the voice, and then I'm gonna save. Okay.
Is the
So
output consistent if you specify the level or based on the Zephyr descriptors, like B2 for good language, for good level,
I can't hear you.
C1?
There's
Sorry?
something wrong. I'm gonna stop sharing for a while, and can you speak again?
Yes, if you specified the level of output based on the Zephyr, the Common European Framework for References, the descriptors, I mean, if you instructed the AI companion to produce language at B2 level, would it be consistent or will it go off track?
I did this before, and I asked it to speak with a few words, and like to be short and concise and use simple English. So I think it can do so. In the past, it used to talk a lot, so I would just put that in the prompt. So be concise and be simple. We can also add this to the avatar. Uh, be brief and over in your responses. Use simple vocabulary with students. Now we can test it because we can also go back to the page where we started the WondaVR, and then we can create a link, and then we can share this link with students. And so I can just say hi.
Hello, how are you today? Do you need any help with your English?
Can you hear? I don't know. I forgot how I can share screen. How can share, sorry, sound.
Yes,
we
we
can
can.
hear. Yeah.
Oh, you can hear? Okay. I'd like to understand passive voice.
Choice. Passive voice focuses on the action, not who did it. For example, the cake was eaten by the kids. Here, the cake is the focus. Can you think of a sentence to try in passive voice?
Can you explain the form? I'm not sure if she can understand like the form, the word form.
Sure. The passive voice is a form of to be plus past participle. For example, is eaten or was made. So, the book was read by Maria. Can you give it a try?
Can you give me an example how I change from active to passive voice?
Take the active sentence, the dog chased the cat. Change it to passive, you say the cat was chased by the dog. See how the focus shifts? Want to try another one?
So I'm gonna show you. So the best thing about WondaVR is that you can hear her talking, which can be good for many students who might not be interested in texting. Okay, so I'm gonna open the editor. So I think, yeah, okay. I don't know why I have to go back to the editor. Yeah, okay, but I can share the link, and it's gonna be a private link. I'm gonna share it with my students, and then I'm gonna copy this. You can also embed the code in your, if you have like a wiki or a website, you can embed it, and then I'm gonna add it here because I want to show you something. Yeah, so you need to click on her. Okay. And yeah, and I'm gonna say hi.
Hi there. How can I help you today? Do you have any questions about English?
Yeah, I believe I saw the chat log somewhere. I'm sorry. But there you can copy the chat logs. You can download the chat logs, but I don't remember where I found them. But anyways, yeah, explain passive voice.
Sure. In passive voice, the focus is on the action, not who did it. For example, the cake was eaten by the kids. Here, the cake is the star. You think of a sentence to change to passive voice.
Yeah. Okay, so I know that there are chat logs that can be downloaded, but I forgot where. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. It's here. Export conversation logs. Yeah. As I was talking to Helena and the team, sometimes this website is really confused, can sometimes be confusing. But I remember seeing that. So you see here, hi there, how can I help you? And then, um, sure. So I asked the question. So yeah, so I did say hi, and then WondaVR said, "Hi there, how can I help you today?" And then I asked, "Explain passive voice." Okay, so that's user. So you see, it tags user, and then it tags Alexa. So this is really good. So you don't become confused. Sure, in passive voice. So these are the chat logs. You just need to remember because it's really like I got confused today, but I saw it and I know that we can do the chat logs. So this is how you create an AI companion, and you can go to the here to the editor environment so that you can. Oh, okay, I have to use to click. I don't know why. I don't know why I have to click OK. And then you can change the environment. You can work on other stuff. Okay. Yeah, take over. And then you can share the thing. Maybe, yeah. So there are other stuff, but it's the time, and I don't want to confuse you. But it's really a great tool. It's a great tool that you can use so that you can engage your students. And I feel like, yeah, I know that passive voice is really hard for students to understand, but I'm sure that maybe if you give some examples to AI, and then it can generate its explanation, like in the prompt, like even we do that with ChatGPT. I give it an example and then it can follow the example. So yeah, this is how you can create AI in WondaVR.
Tilly has a question in the chat about whether there could be a mixture of people on laptops and people viewing through a VR headset.
Yeah. There is, I think, yeah, I believe there is a way to do this because there is, they should be here. Yeah, so there is VR. So what happens is that they need to go on the website inside the VR, and then they need to, maybe you can send them the link through WhatsApp, or I mean, they can send it to themselves on WhatsApp, and then they can click because WhatsApp is in VR. Also, Facebook is inside the Oculus headset. Um, so, students can send the links to themselves on whatever they have access to in their headset. And then once they click on the link, they will see this VR, join in VR, and then they can be there. So this is, and that's why this website is called WebXR, because it's made on the web, and then you can access it also in the web through VR. Oh, there are other questions.
Yes. Does it work on mobiles?
I haven't tested it on mobiles.
I think not well. That's what they've said. That's what they write in the platform. Not well. There are some problems.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop sharing now.
I don't think it's easy for such a kind of platform to work easily on a mobile, no matter how many problems have been fixed and how many bugs. I mean, it's quite heavy, let's say, as platform.
Hmm. I think the only platform that worked really well, but I don't think I'm sure that they have lots of things, including AI, is Rec Room. But the Rec Room is a gaming platform. It's a gaming VR platform that works really well on mobile VR desktop. But nobody has copied them yet.
Okay, we've got the oh, I'm sorry. Here I am. We had another question about whether FrameVR would be the platform for mobiles, and I'm in the process of typing into the chat that FrameVR, between FrameVR and WondaVR, Frame is definitely better for mobiles, but I don't know, and maybe you our teachers today could respond to this since you've used both more extensively, but at least in my experience, even though FrameVR does allow a mobile experience, it is better on a laptop or a desktop because your browser is just going to have more resources. And sometimes mobile users will encounter more glitches than the users that are on mobile. But mobile is possible. It's just on FrameVR. It's just not as reliable is what I would say. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you think that that's okay?
Mm? Yeah.
All right, well then I
Yes.
will put, okay. I'll put that in the chat then.
Amany, is there a link we could use to hop into the environment that you've just created with a particular AI companion?
Let me just go back and then copy the link.
Thank you.
I shared the link.
It actually says you don't have access to this course. For me, that's what it says.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know
So,
if anybody else has tried. Anybody who's tried it?
oh, okay. No, I'm gonna send you the link again.
No, it says no access. Maybe you should send.
Yeah, I sent it again. Can you test that?
Yeah, I think it's loading. Yeah. But I think what you sent us is the whole space. No, let's see. Oh, okay, yeah,
It's working now.
yeah.
Yeah. It's working. So because I created it now, so I didn't add any resources or anything. So it's just the avatar.
Okay. It's still loading for me. Well, I'm
Yeah,
not
it
on
takes
my
time
usual
because
desktop, of course.
so it depends on the bandwidth probably because it also took time for me to load.
Okay. Yes, there we are.
And Tilly mentioned in chat, oh, here I am without video again. Tilly mentioned in chat that it crashed for her on Firefox. And so I added a reminder just that if you have trouble in one browser, remember that you can always try another browser. That's usually the most reliable fix when one browser crashes, whatever device you're using, is to try another browser, because often that will solve the problem.
I can actually see you, Amany, but I don't have a first-person view. I can only see Amany, nobody else around. I don't know if you've logged in.
Katerina says that Chrome has been very reliable for her.
Okay, yes. Would anybody like to share their screen and show us what you can see if you've logged into Amany space already?
I am in. I just do not understand what I should do now there.
Georgia, can you show us where you are?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You should click on the character and then
Oh,
speak to.
see, it says introduction here.
Mm-hmm.
So do I click here on an arrow or click on the character?
No, click on the character. Remember, I
Oh.
created this on the spot, so I didn't create any other thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but what does this mean here? The scenes, right?
Yeah, so it's scenes. So if you have a lesson,
Yeah,
you
you
can
can go. So, but
So
Alexa,
if you click, just click
yeah,
on the-
okay. Hi,
Mm.
Alexa, this is Georgia.
Hi, Georgia. It's great to meet you. How can I help you today? Do you have any questions about English?
Now, I would like all, and it hadn't occurred to me, although I had read about it. See, although I'm a student of Amany's, let's say, I can edit. Is that a good thing? But that's because you invited me to your space.
Maybe, but yeah,
It shouldn't be editable, should it? Can I? Yes, I can edit it.
oh, let me do this.
And let me try ask her about reported speech. Will she help me with reported speech or not? Hi, I'm having some troubles with understanding reported speech. Could you help me?
Of course, Georgia. Reported speech is when we tell someone what another person said. For example, if John says, I am happy in reported speech, you would say, John said that he was happy. Does that make sense? Want to try another example?
This is good. Okay. But I'm still trying to figure out about the edit thing. If
Mm,
I want to bring my students in, I wouldn't like them to try and edit it.
yeah, that's weird because it doesn't provide any other thing. So it's either launch,
Yeah.
and when you launch, it's also editable, and if when it gives you the direct link, it's also editable.
I don't know. I think the avatar is on a one-to-one use.
Sorry, what are you saying?
Lucia is asking, she wonders whether the avatar is currently set on a one-to-one use. Is
It's
it?
a single,
Yeah.
single use.
Could you send us the link again, Amany? Maria is
Yeah,
asking for it.
yeah, sure.
I was wondering,
Oh,
in
okay.
the no,
So I'm gonna send you. Okay, so I figured it out. I'm gonna send you the learner.
how do
The
you do
learner.
that? Can you show it to us? How we
Oh,
share our companion with the learners?
yeah, yeah.
Because maybe I did the same
Like
mistake.
I have to memorize this website. So when you
Mm.
change it from single player to multiplayer, and then you click share, this gives you two links: the presenter link and the learner link. Okay. Sure.
So
Yeah.
you have to be to the edit mode
Yeah. You have
and
to
and to the
do.
multiplayer.
Mm. So maybe you can.
Let's see. And also in this way, you can't embed it, right?
No, it doesn't provide any embedding now. So it's either so it's either like URLs. I'm not sure because
No,
this is
now we have to create our own avatar.
what?
But
Oh,
I can
your own
skip it. Let's
avatar.
see.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, because
yeah.
but I will skip it.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
see.
Skip.
Okay.
We'll
Okay.
look for the AI avatar. I was like,
Okay, let's
so
see.
your own avatar.
So it gives me an yeah, there is no, let me click. There is no edit now. But can you see me, Amany? I can't see myself.
Oh, I didn't launch it, so let me launch it or go there.
This is weird.
Let me create my avatar so that I can see if you can see me. I'm gonna choose whatever. Okay.
I
I'm gonna change.
yeah, I
Create
did
a
something I skipped.
Oh, that's why. Okay, enter.
Let me enter again. I'm entering again, so let me know if you can see me.
Okay.
So I'm entering now. Okay.
Yeah,
I can
you
see.
joined.
Oh, I can see a head.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, okay, but now
Uh,
it's
we
okay.
need to
Let me. Okay, wait.
Yeah, can you mute yourself? Okay. But if I mute myself on Zoom, nobody can hear me. So I think we should. Did you see that I muted my, oh no, it can detect that I'm speaking. That's weird. Why it doesn't mute me? Oh, that's great. Yeah, good. Um, yeah, so Georgia is texting now. That's weird. They should give us the option. Oh, you have, oh, sorry. So they should give us the option of muting ourselves. Oh, it's here. I'm not sure what's going on with me today. So, Georgia, do you see this? Because it was hidden by the speaker panel. So if
Did
you
I
click,
do that?
yeah, mute.
No. God.
So uh, if if you go to the bottom left, you can see this, and you can
Oh.
mute your mic.
Okay, got it.
Mm-mm.
So, but now I cannot interact, can I? Let me see.
I think we can move, maybe, or because it's kind of like, yeah, I can move.
But
Can
I
you move?
cannot interact. Can you see
Interact
that?
like what?
Can you let me share my screen? No, you were supposed to click on the character and start talking to you, right?
Yeah.
Look at what I do now. I'm sharing. Can you see? This is the character. I click on the character. So this is because we are in the multiplayer mode. We cannot, it's used like a meeting place for people who work in the same company, let's say.
Okay.
So WondaVR is used on a one-to-one basis if you want to create an AI companion for your students. And it can be used as a tool, let's say, for businesses. Instead of Zoom, something more, let's say, creative and fun.
And in the
Okay.
chat, our participants are testing and finding some limits. Janny was only able to have a limited number of interactions.
Yeah. Free
And
version.
so only 4 exchanges. And Tilly said that when she tried to log in, there were already 5 people, so it told her that there were no seats left.
Okay, Tilly, I'm out. You can come in if you want. I'm out. You can try it.
But Lucia points out that this answers our previous questions about what the limits are. Clearly, there are only 5 simultaneous users on the free account, and it may also limit the number of exchanges that a student can have with
5 again.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed, let's hope that since this is a new kind of technology, later on expenses will go down, let's say, a bit. So more things will come to us for free, hopefully.
I think even if this tool might be too expensive or have too many limits on the free level for us to use it extensively with our students, it's still important for us to experiment with it and learn the tools and explore all the features, because it's stretching the realms of what is possible, and it improves our understanding of educators of how this tool could possibly work, and gives us an idea of perhaps additional features we should ask for in other platforms that are more affordable.
So
then
FrameVR looks like WondaVR with some differences. For example, FrameVR allows for 8 people and 15 guests without any interactions, let's say the guests, whereas WondaVR allows only for 5 people, if we have seen correctly so far, and limited interactions between the guests.
And also FrameVR will allow you to meet in the space and also interact with the AIs. There's no, in WondaVR, it looks like you can either meet or interact with, with the AIs. You cannot do both, but in Frame, you can do both.
However, more impressive as platform, it's WondaVR with the AI, which is, you know, the facial expressions and the, yeah.
I
You
agree.
can't have everything. Can you?
Yeah, it's, Maria says that she's trying to access the team space, but it's still loading. And Katerina says in chat that she is also trying to come in. Lucia, like the example with the job interview, because after all, you are or feel alone at a real job interview. So that the fact that you're alone there makes sense. That's so true, Lucia. But it wouldn't be good for any situation. One needs to think carefully as to its uses. I think that is a very good point, that as educators, as we're trying to decide how to use these tools, we do need to think about whether or not it would be natural for this particular kind of conversation to be one-on-one, or if it would be better to use something that would enable more of a group conversation. Thank you, Lucia. Have we said how much this costs yet? Amany, Georgia, maybe one of you could speak to that.
And you, what did you ask?
Oh, how much it costs if you did want to go with a paid plan and have more features in WondaVR, how expensive is it?
For a year, as I got the answer, is $4,200 for a year with up to 100 students per month. It's too much. $4,200. 4,000.
And have you found when you've asked questions to the WondaVR team, have they been very responsive to you in coming back and helping to clarify the plans and the limits?
No. While I was working on WondaVR for this presentation, I had created a waiter from the language cafe, and I told him to ask me where I came from and advise me on some dishes of my country. This was, Elena, was it before Christmas time? Anyway, I created something like this, a prompt. I had saved it, and now that I wanted to add it in the session, it didn't work. So I asked them, how long does a prompt stay for a free AI companion? They never got back to me in this. They say everything is in the manual, let's say in the brochure, nothing was there for this. So I lost the prompt. Maybe it has to do with the people who have used the AI companion I had created, but no one had created it. So I don't know what happened. So it's not really clear. That's what Amany said, and I do agree. It needs a lot of going around, moving around, looking into it, and searching for different things to do. It has a lot of potential, but it's too expensive right now for us. But it is a great tool, and I think it's good that we've learned about it. It shows the miracles, the wonders that the combination of AI and VR can do.
It's very advanced.
Yeah.
Uh,
Bye, Amany. Thank you.
There are a couple of
Thank you,
questions, or
Maria.
Maria has asked a question in the chat. She wonders if she needs to upgrade to import her Ready Player Me avatar because it's not letting her import her avatar into this and position it in this in her scene.
Don't think so, Elena. I use a free account of.
Yes, it didn't work for me, perhaps because I'm not on the right machine at the moment. It should be able, I mean, to import the Ready Player Me avatar you've created. I don't think I haven't been prompted to upgrade. I was prompted to sign in to my Ready Player Me account or to create one if I don't have one. No, I don't think it's necessary to upgrade. It could be an issue with the connection, or it could be that you have already used the Ready Player Me account, so you don't have to sign up, but sign in instead. So do check, Maria, whether you already have an existing account with Ready Player Me. So
Oh
you
yeah,
just
I did for
sign
the
in.
for the other platform
Mhm.
that
Okay,
we were using. Yeah.
so you've got to sign in, not sign up.
Okay.
And I mean, you just proceed without saving the avatar. This is another option.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Good question.
Yeah, I would like to confirm what you've said about losing our saved prompts just before Christmas already. But so far this week, our prompts have not been deleted. Our AI companions are still there. So again, this is like continuous work in progress because of these new technologies being introduced. And there may be a restriction about the responses, the number of responses each student is entitled to on the free account, but still, even with 4 or 5 exchanges, that's a very good opportunity to practice either oral, spoken English, or written English in WondaVR. Any opportunity we're given is appreciated, really, because it counts positively towards production and practice in the classroom. I don't know how many of you would prefer to use WondaVR instead of Frame, and how many, if you voted, how many points you would give to Frame or to WondaVR, but we'll give you some time to experiment, to try out and see what you can create. And I mean, it's worth really working on the prompt that you will create. It's a good opportunity also to practice this aspect of character building. I think it's not only about the looks of the avatar, the companion, but it's mostly about what linguistic opportunities they will create for the student. You like them both, Tilly? Yes, they do have different affordances, and perhaps they can inform each other about the affordances they present.
Maria, what do you mean? But where is the VR feature? What do you mean?
There is a VR icon. I was just wondering what is that for.
Is it in the?
Yeah,
it's in
within
the experience.
yes, within the space.
Yeah.
It allows you to log in using a VR headset. Because
Oh,
as
yeah.
Amany mentioned earlier, This is a space that is both browse the space exists entirely in the browser, but you can log in either on a PC or a Mac or any, desktop, or you can log in on a laptop, or if you have a VR headset, you can log in that way too, and users can be in the space that are on different types of devices. So you could have some with headsets and some that were just on other types of devices.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
It's very advanced. And I've had a similar experience in the past with WondaVR, being just phenomenally technologically advanced and being so amazed by their features. But when I've had questions, I have sent questions and heard no response at all. So it's been something that I've had to just experiment by myself. But I'm talking about WondaVR. WondaVR, you try to ask a question and you're very lucky if you get an answer. They seem to be focusing on bigger customers and not on individual users. But FrameVR is extremely responsive and is willing to talk to any teacher. And they have a forum on Discord that you can use to interact with the team and even talk with the very top creators. And they've assigned me a representative that I can email questions to. And I've never paid. Well, actually, no, sometimes I pay, but I'm a very, very, very small fish. They don't care if you're free or if you're a big school. FrameVR will talk to anyone and help anyone and is very responsive. But WondaVR is not that way. But they have such amazing tools, you cannot ignore them. I do think it's important to experiment with both.
Thank you.
Bye, Tilly.
Bye. Have to go. Sorry. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
And for being prepared to produce anything for Sunday, the 26th of January. We're going to open the discussion forum where you can leave your projects, your first beginnings, your hands-on efforts in WondaVR. So do feel free to reflect. I'm going to leave a few more questions so that you can exchange some ideas on this Padlet. Well, I will see you all. We will see you all on the 26th, Sunday, the 26th of January. Georgia, we would like to thank you so much for sharing your experience. And Amany, of course.
Thank you for being there, for being here for us.
You're most welcome. Do get in touch if you have any difficulty while trying to access this platform, or if you need any further clarification, you can do that through direct messaging on Canvas, or by leaving any questions on the frequently asked question discussion forum. Thank you very much. Let me also